Hi, I welcome you all to my channel Growing Consciousness. My today's topic is very close to my heart because it is about happiness. Before I proceed, please click on subscribe button to get a regular update. One thing which is common in all human beings is we all want happiness. But it's sad that not all of us are actually able to achieve it. So my complete discussion in this video is about why some people are always happy and others are always sad. Then I learned about 7 happiness, which is defined in Hindi scriptures. Let me just brief it out to you. So the first one is Nirogi Kaya, which is a healthy body. The second one is Ghar mein Maya, which means money, which means wealth, financial wealth. And the third one is Pativarta Nari, which is a woman who is faithful and devoted to her husband. Fourth is Aagyakari Putra, which is an obedient son. Fifth one is a sunder vaas, which is a beautiful home. Sixth one is sajni or sajan paas, which is your loving people are with you, are staying with you. And the seventh one is mitra sacha, which is a true friend. So they say that if you have these things, then you have happiness. But a second thought came to my mind that I have seen a lot of people who have money but they are not happy, and the other side also who don't have money but they are happy. And similar with all the 7 happiness which is mentioned, that I have seen that even people who are having these things and they are unhappy, and people who are not having this but they are happy. So then I was curious to know that what can actually make someone happy. I am certain that having these things will not guarantee happiness, and I am looking for something which will guarantee you the happiness. Moreover, the things which are keeping me happy today are unable to keep me happy tomorrow. For example, for some people we used to enjoy their company a lot in past, but now we don't even talk to them. Or let's say if we have gone to a restaurant, in past we liked their food, but now we are not liking their food at all. Or let's say we go to play some game. Yesterday we enjoyed that game thoroughly, but today we are not enjoying that same game. Then I understood one thing, that the source of happiness is not outside, it's inside. It's in my thought process. If I am thinking positive about something, I would be very happy doing that. And if I am thinking negative, I will not be that interested. For an example, sometimes if I am thinking that today I will go watch TV, then I enjoy watching TV. But let's say in my mind, if something else is going on, if let's say it's about my work, if I'm thinking more about work, then the same TV I'm not enjoying. So the enjoyment is more about how my thoughts are inclined to that activity. It's not much about that activity itself. Let's say 2 friends went for a party. One liked it and other didn't. Why is it so? Same party, both are friends also. Why is it that one liked and one didn't? Only one reason. One who liked it, he had positive thought for the party, and the other one who didn't like had the negative thought for the same party. Then I understood one important lesson in my life, that happiness is a choice. If we choose to keep our thought positive, we remain happy. If we choose to keep our thoughts negative, we remain sad. There is one very good analogy to this. Let's say there is a water bottle and it is filled with water to half of its level and other half is empty. And let's say there is one thirsty person if he thinks that wow, I have a bottle which is filled with water, I will drink it and I will be happy, then he will drink it and he'll be happy. And let's say if he thinks that oh, I have only half filled water bottle, then he will be sad. So the situation is same. Water bottle is half filled and the person is thirsty, but the happiness depends on his thought process. Similarly, in life, all the material things are neutral, right? You can say that they are half filled with happiness and half empty. Now it's on us whether we think positive about that or we are thinking negative about that. Whatever we think, accordingly our happiness will be defined. When I gave a deep thought to this, I understood that it just not apply to material things. It applies to everything in this world. It even applies to your relationship with others, to the people whom you mingle up well. It's just because you are thinking positive about those individuals. And for the individual with whom you don't enjoy their company, it's just because you are more negative about those individuals. And that's again a choice. Let's say if he wants to make someone as our friend, then first thing what we need to do is we have to think positive about them. And I believe that this is a very important point in anyone's relationship, that if you want to have a good relationship with others, you have to be positive thinker. You have to think positive about others. I have seen many a times husband and wives are not able to mingle up with each other, and I am sure that the main reason is their thought process. It's not the problem with the individual, it's not the problem with either the husband or the wife. It's the problem with their thought process. Because they are not able to think positive about others, they have the problem in the relationship. The positive thinking is also one of the major differentiator between a successful and an unsuccessful individual. In life, everyone gets problem, but the successful individual think about the solution to those problems, and an unsuccessful individual only thinks about the problems and what this problem can lead to, what all he will think all the negative thing which can happen because of that problem. And a successful individual only thinks about how to solve this problem and move forward. Invariably, all the successful individuals are positive thinker. It also applies to our behavior, as we say that it's not the action, it's the response which makes the difference. So we have seen a lot of time that the same action happened to two different individuals. One is positive and one is negative, and the result of that is different to both of them. Positive thinkers behaves positively to a situation. Let's say there are parents and kids. Positive thinking parents to the faults of their kids will take it positively. They will take it as their learning, that they are anyway kids, they will learn as they grow, they have to do mistakes so that they will learn from them. And the negative thinking approach parents would take it negatively. Why my kid has failed, he must always win. The mistake is same, but the behavior of parents are different. The one who has positive behavior, they would have a better relationship with their kids, and definitely their kids will be grown up to go and try something, make mistakes and learn and grow. And on the other side, negatively behavior parents will have their kids who would be more shy to go up and do something new. So it does impact on both relationship and the success of an individual. And to material things we all have observed. Let's say you have purchased a new car. The happiness you would have when you have purchased it newly, and the happiness you would have after 2, 3, 5 years with the same car would be different. Just because the positive thought process which you have when you have purchased it is not the same after 2, 3 years. That's why the happiness has reduced from the same car. So my complete understanding is that how positive you are about a person, a thing, a situation or an action will define your happiness and nothing else. Then I decided to learn more about positive thinking, and in my learning I found out that biologically also it does make sense. In our mind we have one logical mind and one emotional mind. Logical mind is all about thoughts and emotional mind is all about energy. Thoughts can be positive or negative, and the energy would also be according to the thoughts. Let's say if it got mixed with positive thoughts, it will become positive energy, and if it got mixed with negative thought, it will become a negative energy. Now, emotional mind takes input from two things. One is the logical mind, and the other one are the senses, which are further connected to the outside world. Now, emotional mind will keep getting inputs from the senses, and if we have positive thought for that input, we feel happy. If we have negative thought for that input, we feel sad. Let's take an example. Let's say you don't like Chinese food. Do you know why you don't like Chinese food? Because you have negative thought for that Chinese food. Because there are so many people who are liking Chinese food. It's not that Chinese food is not good. It's just that our thought for that Chinese food is negative. So all the foods have different energy. Now we have termed one energy being good and other energy being not that good. That is why we are actually so fanatic about food. We say that this food we like, this food we don't like, just because we have positive thoughts for some good and negative thoughts for others. Otherwise, all have different energy to give, and the energies which you are not liking, maybe someone else is liking. So it's not that that energy is not good, it's just that your thought for that energy is not right. Let's say if someone praises you, you feel happy because you have a positive thought in your mind that if someone praises me, that is good. Let's say if someone abuses you, you feel sad. Why? Because you have negative thought in your mind that if somebody is abusing, it's wrong. But if you see, many times our parents say us negative things for our improvement. If we take it in a positive fashion, as they are saying negative to me because I must improve, then we will not feel bad. We will take their inputs. And many times some person who wants their own profit, they say only good things to us just to take profit from us, but we feel happy for the things which we should not be happy about. In the beginning of this video, we learned about 7 happiness, and they say that if we have all these 7 things, then a person would be happy. But what I have understood is that we have positive thoughts for those 7 things. That's why when we have that, we are happy. If we have positive thoughts for the exactly opposite of it, if we don't have all those 7 things for those conditions also, if we have positive thoughts in our mind, then we'll be happy even after not having that. That is why we see that it's not about having anything which is outside. It is all about having a positive thoughts to remain happy. See, our thoughts are very strong. they even has an impact on our health. Actually, if you see, emotional mind is the flow of energy in our body. So if we flow a negative energy in our body, our health deteriorate. And if we flow positive energy in our body, our health improve. Even the researchers agree that most of our health issues are because of our thoughts. We are thinking negative about them, that's why our health is deteriorating. So to give you an example, I have heard a story where one lady's throat was swollen and she was not able to even drink water. And many doctors have seen her, but they couldn't find any reason behind that. The main reason behind that was she was thinking that she will not be able to drink water from this throat. That's why she was not able to, otherwise there were no problem. So her own negative thought was becoming a disease. So my point is that be always positive and keep your health in good condition. Let us all understand one very basic thing, that the happiness is the prime most important thing in our life. We do everything to remain happy, knowingly or unknowingly. For example, we go and work. Why? Because we are enjoying our work, or we might not be enjoying that work, but we will get something in return, or let's say money we will get from that work and we will enjoy with that money. Finally, what we want is enjoy, happiness. So the basic thing for all our work in this world is happiness. We want happiness. So why don't we learn how to remain happy? Even if we have something and if we don't have something, if we are happy, then it's done. As we have learned that happiness is our choice. If we keep our thought positive, we can remain happy whatever the outside world is. So my dear friends, I have a humble request from you all that work on your thoughts, be positive so that you remain happy. Your happiness must not govern by the outside world. You must remain happy all the time because of your positive thought process. Let's always remain happy in this life, because this life is to be happy. God has sent us in this world to remain happy. Don't let this outside world make you sad. Keep your thought process strong and positive and be always happy. Now, how to keep our thoughts always positive? And it comes only by practice. I will tell you why. These thoughts are in logical mind, and in logical mind we have neurons, and neurons become stronger and stronger once we repeat it again and again. Let's say in your neurons you have one line which is positive, which says, let's say you have that I can grow myself, right? Then this is a positive line about yourself. So now you have to repeat this line again and again, so that whenever someone else is coming and telling you that you are not worthy enough, then you can use this line, and this line would be stronger because you have repeated it for a longer duration. So the only way to make yourself a strong positive thinker is by repetition of good thoughts again and again. What I would suggest is you must read these thoughts by great individuals, right? They have said very positive thoughts. From their life they have learned that, and you will find that the thoughts by all the great individuals, by Mahatma Gandhi, by Bill Gates, by Bhagwan Krishna, so all of them have told very positive thoughts. You can read those positive thoughts, you can repeat those positive thoughts again and again in your mind, so that you build a strong neurons for those thoughts. So whenever something negative is coming to you, you can use that thought and be positive. And the research says that if you repeat something for 21 continuous days, then it becomes your habit. So make these thoughts as your habit and remain happy always. This is it from today's video. If you have liked it, then please work on your thought process. Be a positive thinker and always remain happy in your life. And obviously don't forget to subscribe my channel to get a regular update. Thank you.